Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out a distortion pedal that was released in the late 70s and has been used by everyone from David Gilmour to Kurt Cobain. And to me at least, is one of the staple sounds of alternative rock, especially from the late 80s and 90s, that being the ProCo Rat. The one I have here that we're checking out today is the Rat 2, which is still the currently available pedal. Today I'm playing my Gretsch G2655 with upgraded Filtertron style pickups, and then that is running through the Rat obviously and into my Marshall Studio Vintage 20, which is a lower wattage version of a Plexi. So let's check out some tones. So my clean tone sounds a bit like this. And then if we could turn the Rat on. So normally in these videos I like to work through from left to right and explain what everything does, but I'm going to do it slightly differently this time and go from right to left. So the volume pot, as you'd expect, controls the output volume of the pedal. I've got this set to somewhere between 2 and 3 o'clock. I've found that seems to be a nice spot paired with this amp, and for the rest of this video I'm going to leave it there. Now, the reason I'm going backwards to the order that I normally like to go through all the controls is because I think the most interesting thing about this pedal is the filter. So the filter basically is your tone control, but it is more of a filter rather than a tone control, and I've seen a lot of people say that it goes backwards. What they mean by that is when it's at 0 it's completely disengaged, whereas when you turn it all the way to 10 the filter is fully engaged and is the darker side, as opposed to something on like a guitar where having the tone pot all the way up gives you the brightest sound. Now this filter does have a really wide band that it affects. I think the best way for me to show you this is to just ring out an open E and then twist the filter knob so that you can hear the range of the effect of the pot. So we'll start with the pot on 0, so as far counterclockwise as it goes, and then I will spin it clockwise until it's on its fully open position. Just so you know as well, I've currently got the distortion knob at 12 o'clock, but we'll get onto that in a second. So the filter sweep gives you something like this. So as you can hear, it gives you a really wide range of tonal options just on the filter. You can get everything from really searing, harsh tones like this, all the way up to really, really muddy sort of tones like this. Now my personal taste is having it around 2 o'clock. I think that gives you the best blend of chunkiness but without being too harsh sounding. So we'll move on to the distortion control. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have, if you are aware of this pedal, would think that this is just a sort of a higher gain distortion pedal and it's kind of a one-trick pony. And I thought the same. I picked this up for a project that I'm planning on working on to go for that sort of thick, slightly sludgy alt-rock sort of tone. And that's what I was expecting, which obviously this pedal does really well. What I wasn't expecting is how well it does lower gain tones and sort of what you'd call edge of breakup with an amp. Obviously this is a distortion pedal, so the clipping is happening in the box, but it does lower gain sounds really nicely too. So I'm going to switch over to my neck pickup quickly, and I'm going to put the distortion just off of the 0 point, so about somewhere between 8 and 9 o'clock. So that's with the distortion just below 9 o'clock. Now if we push it up to about 12 o'clock again, that gives us a tone similar to what you will have heard at the start of the video. And then if we push it up towards 3 o'clock, we get into some really high gain territory. So there you go, there's a brief demonstration of a few of the tones that this pedal's capable of. It's a really straightforward pedal, so there's not a lot else to say, but as you can hear, it's really quite versatile and you can get lots of different tones out of it, from everything from sort of a crunch to a really high distortion. I think for me this has very quickly become one of my favourite distortion boxes, and I would highly recommend anyone to give it a go and try one out, especially considering that you can pick them up brand new for less than 80 quid. It's a bit of a no-brainer for me really. But there you go, so there's a brief look at the ProCo Rat 2. Let me know any thoughts you have on the tones and any experience you have with this pedal down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.